Hey friends, welcome to the Book of Joe. Today we're going to do a new segment called The Journey on YouTube. It's kind of a funny story how I came up with this, and I don't know if it's funny or not, it's a story. Have you ever had a moment where you just had so many things you wanted to do and so much content that you want to do and you just don't know where to start or how to get going and you're just kind of stuck? It's where I feel like I'm at right now. So before I get into the journey on YouTube and what segment's going to be all about, quick update, my Mac is working finally. I spent all weekend working with Apple support and did some sort of internet restore, and I'm actually back to the original OS that was on the Mac when I bought it, Lion King, or whatever OS it is. Segment that I'm doing is the journey of YouTube, and I'm going to be talking about my challenges here on YouTube, what I'm trying to accomplish, my challenges, what I'm focused with, what I'm faced with. And this is something I'm going to periodically do to kind of vlog my journey. And I have to thank Kind Kindergarten. As part of growing the channel, you're typically encouraged to engage with your audience. Go out, find other channels, watch their videos, subscribe if you like them, and engage, and do it in a meaningful way. So I went on the line and I found this channel. It was called Kind Kindergarten, and it's not a channel that I would typically follow because I'm not a teacher. It doesn't really fit in my lane. It doesn't fit in my interest set. But I watched her video, and she was mentioning how her name, Kind Kindergarten, is great for her now, but her principal likes to change her classroom around, and someday she may be teaching a different class. So far, she's been lucky to be kindergarten all the time, but she could next year be a first grade teacher, a third grade teacher, etc. Anyway, she was going on concerned that she may have to change her name or change her channel. Now, if you don't know, I just recently did the same thing. I just went from the health corner. I got in my own head and decided that the health corner is too branded to health and wellness, and I want to do other things. So I started the Book of Joe. So I kind of told her, I said, I wouldn't get hung up on the channel, and I would actually not recommend going back and starting over. Now, she has like 250 subscribers, 300 subscribers. She's averaging, I think, 150 views a channel, something like that. Sorry if I'm wrong, Kind Kindergartner. I would not recommend doing it. And so I kind of told her that, and she recommended, very wisely, that I should do a journey video on how my journey on YouTube is going. And I thought about that, and I think, that may not be a bad idea. So that is what has spurred this segment, which is where I'm going to be doing things such as my growth, how I got here, my challenges, what I'm finding, etc. So first and foremost, thank you, Kind Kindergarten, for the great idea. I can't ever say it. Kind Kindergarten for the great idea. I put a link to her channel below. If you're a teacher or if you're in that world, you can check out her page. I actually like her content, and it's good stuff. So I decided to do this, and so now that I'm doing the Book of Joe, I do find right off the bat a challenge, and it's the challenge that I knew I would run into, but I just blindly ignored it, which is I don't have a lane. When I was doing the health corner, it was really easy. Health and wellness, put out health and wellness videos, go find health and wellness people, some of which make some fantastic content, which I will talk about some of my favorites here maybe in a little bit, but it was easier to find people to engage with. I would go to some of my favorites, such as, let's say, Love Fit All. I would go to her channel, watch her channel, leave a comment that was engaging, and then I would go through all her other commenters, and if I hadn't watched them or if I hadn't seen her channel, I would then open up their channel, and I would go through and watch some of their content and leave some comments. And typically, I would do this 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day, watch 3 to 5, 7, 10 videos, and comment on all of them, and I would get 3 to 5 subscribers. And from September to November, I grew my channel regularly doing that. However, with the Book of Joe, I'm challenged with that because most of the people that are following me today are in the health and wellness lane. However, I want to talk about baseball. I want to talk about my baby. There's so many things I want to do. In fact, so many that I'm having a hard time starting. In any case, this guy, these two, they're killing me. They want to be stars. They want to be stars in my channel. So much so that I'm having challenges finding others like me that I could then engage with and do it. In fact, I've kind of gotten into my head where I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this baseball. Right now there's this if you're familiar with baseball, the free agency market is moving extremely slow. I think we're actually on the verge of what could be a reminiscent of 1994, where the players eventually went on strike, and it's all to me it's driven by greed. And I was gonna do a whole like kind of talk about that, but as I kind of get in my head and I start thinking about it, I'm like, man, are my other YouTubers who are into the wellness and fitness stuff that I was doing going to care? And then are they going to even be like, I don't even like this channel, and hit that unsubscribe button? So that is my first challenge, is I don't know how I'm going to build this channel without a lane to be in. So that's a challenge that I'm excited about, because I don't want to be in a lane, but it's also a challenge that's creating, I don't know how I'm going to build my channel. The second challenge I have, and this one's going to sound mean, and I don't mean it that way. Let me just state right out the top, I don't think my content is any better than anybody else's. In fact, I would say my content is subpar at best compared to some of my favorite YouTubers out there. I'm certainly not Philip DeFranco, and I'm certainly not Casey Neistat, although I would love to have content like theirs and put stuff out on that looks like theirs and sounds like theirs and has their subscriber base. They do it in such a great professional way. I would love that. But I'm not that. I get it. I understand that. But what was challenging me before on my old approach is I would go through some of my favorite YouTubers, like I mentioned, Love Fit All or Rage Fit or Amanda Likes Lift or Kevin and JJ and Luis, and I would go through a lot of these. Calum actually is another one, and I'm sure I'm skipping some, so I apologize. I love all of you guys out there. If I've subscribed to your channel today, I like your content, because that was my thing. Is I was going on these pages. So I'm sorry, some of the content was just hard to watch, hard to get through, and I'm trying to comment and be positive so that they will then engage in my site and hopefully subscribe to my channel. But it was difficult, and then the worst part is my subscriber list got so long, and I was it clogged up my YouTube to where I was then missing the content from the YouTubers that I like. And so and again, all those names I mentioned, if you're new to my channel and you want to find some people who are doing some great stuff in the health and wellness area, or even in other places, you can find those links in my description below. I'm not going to link to Casey Neistat or Philip DeFranco. They're on their own. But to the other smaller channels like mine who are trying to grow, I'll put those links down below. But in any case, those seem to be the biggest challenges I'm facing early on. As of recording this, I've got 20 subscribers or 21 subscribers or something. I've only put out 3 videos on this channel because of issues with my Mac, which I talked about, which are finally resolved. And some challenges internally with my own, like trying to get started and figuring out, I don't want to turn off all my subscribers early on, so I'm trying to do things that are a little more broad in their scope, so that you'll still watch and still follow. I'm not too worried about monetization. I don't anticipate hitting the 400 watch hours and the 1,000 subscribers anytime soon, and I'm okay with that. But I do want to put out good content, and I do only want you guys to subscribe to my channel if you like the content. I want you to engage with me if you like the content, and if you hate it, tell me that so that I can then make it better. I'm totally open, unless you are Ryan Willer from R. Todd Productions, I am totally open to hearing your opinions, because Ryan, I hear your opinions all the time. I know I suck, but that's okay. No, but everybody else, tell me if there's something that you don't like or that you do like or whatever. I'm trying to create a channel that is for me. And that is something that's important to me. So I've kind of rambled on a little bit. This is going to be a segment that I'm going to do going forward, where I talk about my challenges and what I'm trying to do on YouTube. Again, I'm so thankful for those who have watched and who have subscribed and who have engaged. And I appreciate good content. And if you're putting out good content, I'm going to like your channel. I'm going to engage in it. I apologize to those whom I haven't liked. If I liked you at Health Corner and I haven't liked you yet, it just means maybe I haven't gotten to you. But I just don't know that I'm going to go through and like and subscribe and comment on content that I can barely watch. Because I want to spend my time watching the content I do like, that like Rage Fit's putting up, or Love Fit All, or Amanda Likes Lift, and Calum and Kevin, and Keep It Simple, and Luis and JJ, and some of those guys that are constantly putting up good content, that I can watch, that I can get behind, that are good small channels. That's where I want to put my energy into and help those people who are trying to grow. So that's kind of my first couple challenges I'm running into. Otherwise, I'm just kind of stuck in this not sure what to do because I can do anything. Which is probably why all the YouTube like experts, Think Media, I think is one of them that I watched a lot. They always tell you, this is what you need to do. This is how you need to do it. You need to get in your lane and you need to put up content. And you need to do it regularly. It needs to be good. And the problem now that I've got this channel that's completely open is I don't even know where to start. I was telling my wife tonight, I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where I'm going to start. I don't know what kind of content I want to put up. I don't know how I'm going to do it. But I need to do something because it's now Tuesday and I haven't done anything since last Friday. And so because of that, I've been challenged. And so that's probably the biggest challenge with starting this new channel is that while I have all the lanes of the freeway to drive on, I don't know which one to pick. So I'm going to try to do content a little more regularly. The last challenge, I would say, and this is probably the one I need to figure out how to get to, is get on a schedule. Because what would be best for my channel and for you guys as subscribers would be if you knew on Mondays I was doing Health Corner, on Tuesdays I was doing behind the scenes stuff, if Wednesdays you knew I was going to be talking about my baby, and if on Thursdays you knew I was going to be talking about baseball, and so on and so forth, then it could be a little more structured. And you guys could then know, hey, like if this is Joe's Tuesday video, I really don't like baseball, I have no desire to watch this, I'm just going to let it go. And I'm okay with that. You don't have to watch everything I put out because I know that it's not going to always fit your desires because it's not health and wellness, it's not in a specific lane, and I'm all over the place. Just kind of like this video, all over the place. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say today. I've already rambled on way too long. So if you're still watching, hit that subscribe button. Throw up those thumbs if you like this video and leave me a comment below. I'm especially looking for a good name to call this segment, this YouTube journey segment. That seems very boring, YouTube journey segment. So give me some ideas. What's a good name for this segment? Until next time, folks, we'll see y'all later.